Hello, welcome back to ALW Collectibles. Today we're taking a look at another Transformers Prime figure, and this one is really nice. This is Decepticon Knockout, Deluxe class from 2012. As with most of the Transformers Prime toys, they are almost spot on for the appearance in the cartoon, so big shout out to Hasbro. I always like the way these look. Couple interesting notes with the model and design for this toy. Normally the US and Japanese, or Hasbro and Takatomi or Takara, are very close. With this mold, they differ greatly. Released at the exact same time, but they were heavily modified if you look at each other. This is the Hasbro / US version. You can see he's got a paint job and he only has two 5mm pegs in car mode. In the Takatomi version, he actually is omitted paint. It is stickering. He has extra ports, especially one right here on the hood for the Micron arms that come with him. And he does not come with the battle spear. So, easy to tell right away which version you end up picking up. Overall, I gotta give this one A+ because I love the way this guy looks. In car mode, he is supposed to resemble, not an exact copy, but resemble an Aston Martin 77-1. And I think they did a good job with that. Quality control on this mold was actually pretty good. The seams are tight. And this is actually not fading the sticker wear. Not sticker wear. Well, the paint job with the scratches in it. That's the way it's supposed to be. Front grille looks pretty good. A lot of nice detail. You got the headlights in here. And that third block is right here. It looks like an engine on him in the Takatomi version. And I think it changes the whole look, personally. That's just me. Not knocking it. I'm just not a big fan of it. I like this version. But again, different line. That was the Micron arms. Came with a crab versus the spear weapon. Speaking of which, his accessory for this mold is a battle spear or twin battle spikes. And these do come together to form the spear. Clip them together like so. Really, really cool. He does roll quite nicely. Again, released in the third year of the Toy Wave. And this mold was actually used again. Heavily modified, of course, for the Beast Hunters. But this exact mold was used for the exclusive set to Big Bad Toy Store, the Dark Energon set. It was a translucent, bright green, and purple knockout. Eventually we'll be doing a review on that whole set, because I do have those. Those are really cool. But having said that, before we get into transformation, let's get a little bit of a bio on this man. Other Decepticons scoff at his decision to go with the car mode. Knockout could care less. To him, it is the perfect choice. Very vain, slick, and sly. He loves watching other vehicles. Also takes great delight in destroying them after he's done admiring them. He is the Decepticon's medic and not afraid to fight. However, will do anything he has to save himself, even if abandoning a fellow comrade. Normally, he teams up with Decepticon Breakdown. Rather interesting. Little side note for that, he has shown in the last episode of Transformers Prime, spoiler, to switch sides. He went from a Decepticon to an Autobot, but it was very brief. Having said that, let's get down to transformation. And transforming him is actually pretty cool. First thing I'm going to do is the back legs. Just going to pop that, which is going to push this open. And we're going to take the sides and gently Is this going to be another ratchet situation where this one does not want to work with me today? Probably. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Alright, so we're going to straighten his legs out so we can get in here and work with this. It clipped in, it won't let it go. No! There's a little clip in there that is actually holding this whole thing together. It won't let it go. There we go. Alright, sweet. So, once you pop that clip, bring this out on this peg. Same thing on this side. And that'll open this up. Now we're going to do as I like to do legs first. The back of the car rotates all the way around. This comes forward and then rotates around to form the foot. All the way around. Down and rotates. That makes his legs. Now, what we're going to do is this whole section here. Rotate this piece out along with the shoulder like so. I'm going to take the hand, flip the hand out. Now in car mode, I just want to note this. In car mode, this sits at this angle. I know I'm moving it around a lot. And it flips in. For robot mode, you do it the opposite way. This way. And so it sits like that. And that's just going to close over that. Rotate it forward. And we'll set that in a minute. Do the same thing over here. Wheel. And this whole assembly moves simultaneously. Out. Open this up so you can see what's going on. Flip the hand out. Rotate it so it's pointing backwards. Make sure that clips into there. And that clips down over such. Keeping the wheels pointing backwards. And bring so the side panels out for now. Set the hands in a minute. Next, take this section here, bring it up, and bring up the front of the car like so. Take the head, push. You are going to dislodge the sides of the hood. And bring down this panel as it falls out of my hand, of course. It's kind of hard to see this, but you're going to push. Wow, I never thought this was going to be so challenging. On the head and flip the head out as you push this piece down. Little side note for this though. You want to pull forward slightly so that it angles. And these are going to tab in like so. You'll see how they tab above. Set the top of the car. There's one arm. You can angle the wheels out if you want or have them all the way back. It's up to you. Just keep in mind that the more you have them back, the farther his arms are going to be. So I angle them in so that the shoulders come to the right spot. And I flip up the pieces on the sides. And there is knockout in his robot mode. And it is very close to what he looks like in the cartoon. And the Japanese one, or Takitomi, wow, I do apologize for saying that. Takara Tomy, the block sits right in front of his face. So, in my opinion, it kind of messes up the aesthetic look. I know some people that like it. I am not a huge fan of it. But that's just me. So there he is in his robot mode. And again, I think that really fits the bio and the character. Very arrogant looking, very cocky. Let's take a close close look at his face. He does have a smirk on his face. He's got red eyes, silver face, gray panel. And you can see he's got pegs on the back. You can store the battle spear there. Still move the wheels on the back if you want. Even down here. Articulation. Head is limited. Will go up and down, side to side. This plate will go up and down. Shoulder, all the way around. Pauldron. And he does have, if you straighten the arm, bicep rotation, elbow bend, which is really incredible, and wrist rotation. Nothing at the waist. The only problem with him, though, is when you move him around, his chest plate, you'll see this bends. So you want to make sure you're pushing that forward, which will make a little gap down here. Most people leave it like that so it's flush. Make sure you're pushing that in, and that helps with this overall look. Doesn't do the greatest splits, but he can do the splits. Thigh. He has an incredible knee bend. And his ankle and toe rotation is pretty good. So we can take his spear. You can put it on either one of these pegs on the back. I use the bottom one. So you can store his spear on his back. Or you can have him hold it. And I usually have the peg in when I have him hold this. This is actually how I have him on display, just like that. So really cool. Another interesting Transformers Prime figure. Let me know in the comments what you think of this figure. If you like him, do you like the character in the show? There is a couple controversies I'm not going to get into with that. I think that's more not really suited for my channel. Let me just put it like that. But this has been ALW Collectibles. If you like what you see, please hit the like button. Subscribe if you wish. Comments are always welcome. I want to say thank you to all the channel subscribers. I do appreciate it very much. Many, many more videos headed your way. Quick clips on Instagram and TikTok. As always, I'm going to get ready for another video. My man here is going to go cruise the highways looking good and save some Decepticons. You have a good day.